Glad to have you with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the ReliaQuest Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready. It up in this bowl game. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Roadrunners offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a number.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man, it's Butler. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Penn State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany
might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Roadrunners moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's complete to the left. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. And the Roadrunners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Wide open, it's a foot race. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Safe completion on the screen. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working that left side now. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Uncorks one. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. On target to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks. This guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Grab near the marker. It's Rooks. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Nittany Lions are on the move. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Wall. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling.
There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Roadrunners are in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Offense lining up quickly. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed, they can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Let's go. This quarterback part of their running game. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll give it to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hussein.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The play action fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops the throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Roadrunners will punt this one away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit. To work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls on the football.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Reads it, fires complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Looking for a big gain. Catch inside the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finding an escape route. Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
And the Roadrunners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Turning it on. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've they've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Dances away to buy time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the ReliaQuest Bowl.
The Roadrunners will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating this season.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And they can't make the play on third down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
Punt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. To the ground with the back. Brings into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation. Goal line, third down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UTSA!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is good. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive.
13.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going to sling it on second down. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Rooks. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's now up to 77 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. The give on the inside. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Roadrunners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. The pitch. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They kick it away on 4th down.
Returner runs out of bounds.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's why you got to avoid third and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Throwing right. Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fears the pressure. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will open from the 15. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on second down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams that they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the returner will be dragged down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
Okay, ready? Move!
On the option. He'll toss it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They were able to make a quick stop.
The Roadrunners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Hands it off. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On first down. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab at the 30. Touchdown, Penn State! He broke away from the defense defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in a year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They want to throw it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Give to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a move. And the returner is stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, Dave.
There he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take this inside his 40. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, give on the inside. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. To the air on second down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Roadrunners line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Off play action on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade, and that'll move it closer after that pass interference penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Using his legs, it's Ware. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
That's reeled in. It's Graves. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The Roadrunners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence. And
unloads it downfield. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the Roadrunners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Turay. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Roadrunners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.